Alrighty, saw this video clip of this leftist talking about taxation and such. Well, I'll pop in the video and take it from there.
I feel like not enough people realize that we used to tax rich people. Like, we used to tax rich people more than poor people because obviously that makes sense. But then people got into power that were friends with rich people and were being paid by rich people. And they said, you know what? Actually, we should all be taxed exactly the same so that it's equal, right?
What the hell do you mean we're friends with rich people? They still are. The left is still talking about how Elon Musk bought out Trump and how Elon Musk is president. And as for the left, here's what I found on Google. Billionaires for Harris. According to Forbes, as of the latest update, at least 83 billionaires are backing Kamala Harris in the 2024 election. This number includes both high-profile and less visible donors who have contributed to her campaign or associated political action committees. Additionally, many more billionaires may have supported her, but their donations won't be publicly disclosed until after the election. In other words, there's billionaires on both sides. Oh, and the old guy in the picture here, if I'm not mistaken, that's George Soros. So. Now, as for taxing rich people more, the problem with that, they can just get tired of it and leave and go to some other country. Because again, the left, what do they say? Rich people only care about their money. So guess what? If you tax the rich people more, they'll leave. So, here's what I found when I Googled taxes. Federal income tax in the U.S. is based on percentages, with different rates applied to different portions of taxable income. These rates are known as tax brackets. For example, in 2025, single filers paid 10% on income from $0 to $12,000, 12% on income from $12,000 to $48,000, and so on, up to 37% for income over $630,000. And yes, I rounded off the numbers. So I thought that the tax system was just like 10, 12% across the board. But no, it's actually if you make more than 600,000 or 626,000, you could get taxed up to 37%. So according to this, as far as I know, rich people actually do pay more in taxes. Because it's not a flat 10% tax, it's 37% for income over 626,000. So they are paying more taxes. Their percentage is higher, right? And of course, it depends on your state that you live in because you have state taxes too, apparently. But yeah, this woman says that rich people pay less in taxes. No, according to this, to me, they pay more. Their percentages is higher. 37% is a lot higher than 10%. That's for damn sure. Also, even if it was a flat rate tax of like 12%, somebody who makes 12,000 a year would pay less than somebody who makes a million a year because 12% of a million is more than whatever percentage you get from 12,000. Now again, I just googled it and this is what I found, so it could be wrong, but let's continue with the video.
But it's not equal because capitalism is a difficult structure to make equal.
I disagree. Capitalism isn't difficult at all. In its simplest form, if you apply yourself and you work, you go far because you make money by working. And if you apply yourself, you climb the ladder. Now, if you have lots of taxes, it makes it more difficult because your income is being taxed, your labor is being taxed by the government. And what does the government spend this tax money on? Well, it's difficult to say. In the US, they got a lot of money going to foreign aid, places like Ukraine.
So, yeah, I do think that food is a human right. I think water is a human right. I think shelter is a human right.
Again, I'll disagree. Shelter is not a human right. It's not. Our ancestors, they had to build their shelters. If the government provided free shelter to people, it cost a lot of money. And those people, they would just trash it. And here's how I know. There was an area by a waterfront that I would walk by, and people who live out of their vehicles, they would park there, and they would throw all their trash off to the side. And it was very disgusting. So what did the government do? They walled it off with stones. And within like a month, it completely changed. Now, it's completely grassy, and it looks really nice. And all those people that used to park there to sleep for the night, well, they're screwed because they couldn't clean up after themselves. That's what happens when you have public property. The people that use it, 9 times out of 10, don't take care of it. So all it winds up doing, costing the taxpayers more. Is food a human right? Again, I'm going to say no, because if you give everybody free food, what's the incentive to work? Oh, I get free shelter. I get free food. Why do I need to work? And if nobody works, how does society function? It doesn't. The government has to bring in people to do the work.
And I know that if we taxed people appropriately, we could provide all of that shit. If you don't agree, maybe think about that for a little bit and figure out why you don't agree that people should have food, water, and shelter.
It would be nice if everybody had these things. The problem is, if you gave these things out freely, nobody would work. There's a saying, nothing in life is free. Well, anyway, that's it for my thoughts on this matter. Take care out there in Clown World.